your weekly tarot reading for December 30th. 'Tis Happy New Year. Let's give these one good shuffle. We can begin. I am coming on after this evening later, and doing some live Q&As. So if you want to put a little reminder on there, I'll be up. If you want to ask some personal questions, I'll set it up. All right. Here we go, Libra. Three of Wands, the Moon, Three of Cups, Queen of Swords, and the Strength card. So are you feeling on the hot seat, Libra? Ace of Wands, you are capable. I love that one. So the first thing that's coming up to me through this inverted pyramid is a couple of queens, the Strength card, Three of Wands. Okay, so the very first card in the back row of your reading, sometimes some of the points in the reading really jump out at me, so I'm just going to go for it and tell you what pops up to me first. So the Three of Wands was the first card that came up in your reading up here in the top left. Three of Wands. So this is feeling like on the hot seat. There's a little pressure. Now, sometimes this indicates gossip. Is someone talking about you, or is someone talking around you about others? This is a little bit of, feeling on a hot seat, feeling as if there's just some pressure or maybe some chatting going on, and maybe you're involved. Maybe it's around you. Maybe you're feeling a little bit as if there's just too much intensity with people's conversations and their content. This would also indicate that there is some pressure on you right now, Libra. Or you're having to answer to someone. This might even be someone asking you questions that are making you uncomfortable. So in this situation, not every time you're asked a question is an answer required. If you're feeling like you don't want to answer, say so. There is the Strength card here. So you're being asked to come from a place of wisdom, to come from a place of, understanding, experience. And if you don't feel you have experience with this, the wise thing to do would be to take a step back and look at things with a pragmatic viewpoint. Here's what's interesting about your reading. I see that out of this scenario that's going on for you, that balance is imminent. You have the Ten of Cups, internal and external balance. So if things are feeling a little wonky or one-sided, things are coming back into balance. Now, in addition to your queens, we have the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords. So how do we choose between our heart and our head? Now, this isn't Two of Swords energy, but this is definitely two different kinds of energies pulling at you. So Libra, you have two sides of a story here within the contents of your reading. So you're trying to look at all the sides, but you still are feeling this pressure. So because the Queen is in the bottom portion of your reading, it is the actual end result card. So what that's telling you is to come from love. Trust your heart. Trust your emotions. Trust yourself. In the center of the reading, you have the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is surrounded by the Knight of Cups, the Page of Cups, the Knight of Swords, the Eight of Coins, Ten of Cups, Four of Wands. So a lot of little things are pulling on you, right? That's what that really literally translates into, is the things that are surrounding you make no sense. So with the Four of Coins, he's looking up to the coins. He's looking up to try and figure something out. Usually this means money. Knight of Wands and Knight of Coins. Do I work harder? Do I come up with another idea? So in the center here is the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords is about making rash decisions, as I bite my tongue. So, Knight of Swords, being hasty, being impulsive, maybe not caring about other people's emotions around you when you say something in a rapid fire way or in a way that might not be kind. Saying what's necessary because we're busy and we're overwhelmed. Or making decisions based on fear, making decisions based on a scenario rather than the optimal outcome and solution with measured decisions and pace. We have the Moon card at the top left next to the Three of Wands. Three of Wands is that pressure. Next to it is the Moon, fear. So with those two together, it feels as if you're being driven by a scenario that isn't the one that you want, which will bring you more of what you don't want. I do see a very protective flavor for Libra right now, surrounding their home, their foundation, and things that are important to them. Within this reading, there is a lot of energy around emotions, especially with the Queens and the Knights. For Libra, there is this sensation of wanting to start over or having already started over. That is indicated by the Page of Cups. Page of Cups are new beginnings. So whatever track that you're on, this new beginning, you have the Ace of Wands, which is telling you that you are fully capable and you have everything you need. So whatever this stress and doubt is about, trust yourself. One of my favorite bits of advice, trust thyself. Because this Ace of Wands, if you look, the little fella has everything he needs inside a laboratory. He's got equipment, chemicals, books, globes, gems and crystals, magic, everything he needs. So the Ace of Wands is a reminder that you have everything that you need, despite what's going on around you, despite this pressure that's going on, despite this fear, this scenario where you feel like you can't push through it because it's so big. Between choosing your emotions or decision making, I'm seeing the Queen of Swords in the back row. You really think you should make a decision based on this and that logic. But ultimately, the end result is stay on the foundation of love, Queen of Cups. If that makes any sense to any Libra out there, please let me know. It doesn't have to make sense to me. Let me pull from the Mystic Dreamer deck for your moon reading. For those of you who want some more insight on your personal environment and scenario, reach out, visit karmaondeck.com, and you can book sessions for coaching, mentorship, or readings, classes, etc. Find me there. All right, here we go for Libra Moon. Five of Wands, the struggle is real. Page of Cups, new beginnings. The Tower, Ace of Pentacles, King of Wands. So here's the thing that I'm seeing for Libra. Libra is beating themselves up for not being more logical right now. I don't understand why that is a problem. But for you, we have the Tower card. Your house is being shaken. I can tell you right now, to hold the line, things are going to shift drastically for you and come into extreme balance, like beautiful balance. You have the Temperance card. In the center is the Death card. So the Death card is transformation. So these are growing pains for you right now. You're surrounded by magic. Okay, even though you feel like this transformation is uncomfortable, you've got the Fool card. Crossroads, opportunity, decision, King of Wands, expertly managing and navigating, but you're fighting things every step of the way. You have the Tower card and the Page of Cups. Well, sorry, the Page of Cups encompassed by the Tower and the Five of Wands, which says that this new beginning is something you're struggling against or it's new to you. Temperance, which is balance. The Fool card, opportunity. The Magician, having a voice, speaking, being able to utilize all your resources, bringing all yourself to bear. But there's emotion in the way right now. You have the Strength card, which means wisdom, again. So the Strength card talks to us about making decisions based on experience versus emotions. And I think that's where your heart is right now. You really don't want to repeat things. But if you wait on making these decisions, because things aren't exactly how you want them right now, and so there's a little frustration that's kicked in, Four of Cups. Things aren't how you want them right now. You want some things to go back to the way they were. The cards are telling you to hold the line. The Nine of Wands, fatigue. There's some fatigue that's going on. We also see, I don't know if you guys are going on a trip or there's any travel involved for some of you Libras, but we have the Chariot card. But in this case, I would say that there's some intensity, emotional intensity. Another major card that's going on for Libra right now is the Temperance card, striking for balance. That is like the ultimate thing for Libra right now, is they want things to balance out. That pendulum not to swing so drastically one way or the other. One gift would be to meditate, because it helps you ride these waves differently. But with the Six of Swords in play, I have news. Things are like, the storm is over. We're still dealing with the rain, but things are going to settle for you. Very much so. This seems like really pivotal, transformative energy that's going around both Libra and Virgo right now. So the key thing to think about when in this reading, regardless of how your emotions are pinging around and how you're perceiving events going on around you, balance is key, right? Temperance is in play in the Fool. So you can trust that things are going to level out. Six of Swords tells us things are going to get easier. Six of Swords. Things are going to gentle for you. Hopefully that is helpful. Let's pull a card from Divination of the Ancients and see what your message is for this week. What's your focus? Let's see. We're going to go actually right here. Caution. I don't like that card. So Ouija board. I don't know why I haven't pulled it from the deck yet, because everybody has like kind of a, I shouldn't say everybody, a lot of people have a stigma on it, but the Ouija board indicates caution because it does have that stigma. It's one of those cards that reminds us to tread softly. And perhaps that's the message that you need to keep in the forefront of your mind, is to utilize caution. But I'm pulling that one from the deck. I don't like it that much myself. So I pulled this card here, which is fickle. So how are you going to get what you want if you don't know what you want? So the clearer you are on the decisions that you're making and where it is that you want to go, there really isn't very much anyone can do to talk you out of it. So if you keep changing your mind, you're going to get fickle results. Or if you are ruled by your emotions totally, you'll get those fickle results. Even though the cards are telling you trust your heart, that doesn't mean change your mind all the time. So are you being fickle, or is there someone around you that's being fickle? And flowers really is a mood, right? It's a whole mood or an emotion. And there's also a little bit here about giving back to the self. Flowers. All right. I want to thank you for hanging out with me. Please let me know how you feel your reading went, where you are in the world, and please subscribe, hang out, share, as I don't do advertising. I'd appreciate that. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas and New Year.